Well, that's exactly what has happened. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have given their communications team the boot, blaming them for a series of recent PR humiliations.
Shed a tear for poor Meghan Markle. There the delighted Duchess was, all set to steal the King's limelight, and then, suddenly, dramatically, she was stripped of the chance. Damn!
We want privacy! We want privacy!
Just as Montecito's morning mist should have been infused with the scent of citrus and quiet success, an icy shockwave rippled through Meghan Markle's glass-walled headquarters. Forget negative press. Ex-staffers reveal that Meghan's mass firings erupted the moment a leaked South Park script landed on her desk.
Whatever the hell that means, perhaps she'll take solace in her own expanding opportunities.
She is a malignant narcissist.
Get a job, Meghan. Fake it till you make it. Harry and Meghan are their own worst enemies.
This is a disaster. This is a flop.
You're in America now, and we don't give a shit about you.
Unlike for Harry and Meghan, who yet again seem to have axed their entire staff body.
The Montecito revolving door spun off its hinges, with 6 key aides, 2 top spokespeople, a social media lead, and multiple support staff shown the door. Insiders insist it wasn't sluggish sales or clashing strategies that prompted the exodus. It was the rumoured South Park parody titled "Respect Our Pregnancy" that pushed Meghan over the edge. According to one blunt exit memo, the Duchess demanded a full-court press to smother the cartoon leak.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
That's right, nothing says that you're impossible to work for a bit of a ball ache and an axe grinder than constantly cycling through various members of staff like hot dinners.
When her team couldn't guarantee success, she pulled the trigger. Now, with her brand in freefall and Netflix reportedly concerned, the question isn't why the staff left, but how Meghan plans to fend off a satire machine that never backs down. The atmosphere in Montecito felt less like a lifestyle startup and more like a corporate coup. Slack pings popped as the leaked storyboard travelled through private channels. One junior coordinator claimed the Duchess's personal assistant sprinted down the hallway, clutching a freshly printed script and shouting for legal.
It has been several months now since our beloved Queen has died. Our Canadians are finding it hard to go on. All Canadians, that is, except for our first guest, the Prince and his wife.
And after the comedy of errors that was American Riviera Orchard and the ongoing chaos of Manic Meg's scam jam car crash as ever, perhaps caution is called for here.
According to one blunt
Within 20 minutes, the communications director's calendar turned grey, an ominous sign that his account had vanished. Another aide discovered the HR portal now read "Access Revoked," while a courier was en route to collect her badge. Sources say the carnage continued in waves, with laptops remotely locked, before owners could download personal files. By late morning, parking attendants watched SUVs roll out, cardboard boxes stacked against tinted windows.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan. Well, we're not.
So it seems to me they're resorting to becoming basically a version of the royal Kardashians. We can't wait for it.
Onlookers glimpsed shredded press kits and half-drafted crisis statements, souvenirs of a strategy that never launched. The final blow came in an all-staff email from Meghan's executive account. Return all devices to security by noon. Thanks. With that, Montecito's once-envied PR brain trust dissolved into the coastal fog, leaving only rumours and resentment behind. The storyboard leak hit the internet like a depth charge, detonating first on a small South Park fan subreddit.
That's fine, I'll go it alone, just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
It's that mocking, mimicking, disrespectful way that she does everything in her life.
A grainy frame showed an animated Meghan adjusting a foam baby bump, while a red-haired prince fussed with a clipboard. Within minutes, the image ricocheted to TikTok, where creators stitched it to Meghan's real pregnancy reel. Back in Montecito, a night owl social assistant pinged the crisis channel. "Cartoon has landed." Staff say Meghan was scrolling her phone when she saw the clip and uttered the one syllable that freezes aides in place: fix. This decree triggered what insiders now call the blackout hour.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now.
And how negative, I mean, how toxic must this workplace be to burn through so many people and accomplish so little?
People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
Phones rang as communications officers drafted takedown requests and begged platform reps for emergency intervention. A London-based consultant warned that the scramble was futile. Parody screenshots fall under fair use. Meghan allegedly shot back, "We pay for solutions, not disclaimers," and ordered a 5 a.m. Zoom call for a containment plan, with slides due in 60 minutes. Halfway through the call, the social media lead admitted the meme had already seeped onto decentralized mirrors. "You'd need to unplug the internet," she sighed.
So I went online to see what was new with Uncle Harry and Auntie Meghan, and I couldn't find a thing. I would have thought she'd have at least popped up in a tampon commercial by now.
Uncharacteristically for a self-styled entrepreneur who specializes in copying everyone else, the hotel thing is a relatively fresh idea. But take a tip from me, your ladyship, don't do it.
By sunrise, legal counsel delivered the verdict no Duchess wants to hear. Parody is practically invincible on US soil. Cease and desist letters would be laughed at. That's when Meghan lowered her voice and murmured the sentence that sealed her staff's fate. "If we can't bury the joke, we bury the people who let it breathe." Moments later, HR began pulling termination templates from the cloud, screens went black, and keycards beeped dead. Boxes stacked in foyers, security badges clattering into bowls. Montecito looked less like a palatial HQ and more like the last day of summer camp.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me, because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
Which is, I don't know, launch a Grenfell cookbook, make a podcast, have a series on Netflix, set up a charity. None of that stuff has worked. They've been damn hopeless at everything.
Departing aides were handed severance packets, the thickness of phone books. 30-page NDAs with clauses forbidding even emoji commentary. One communications veteran reportedly snorted at the paperwork, muttering, "If silence is worth this much, imagine what the story is actually worth." Yet not everyone waited for pink slips. 2 mid-level coordinators ghosted HR first, yanking personal files from iCloud at 3 a.m. and leaving a Slack status that read, "Out of office indefinitely." Their friends claimed they'd grown weary of jam and parody whiplash, drafting empathy statements 1 hour, blackout threats the next, only to see every plan eviscerated by meme culture before lunch.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
She's so out of touch. She's so missed the mark, Markle.
Complete with QR codes linking to a maternal health charity page, percentage donation.
The fallout? Industry recruiters now whisper about a Montecito clause, advising applicants to budget legal fees into salary demands before crossing the Duchess's threshold. The next battle looms with no shields left standing. By midday, delivery vans marked Scops Media rolled up the gravel drive. Their calling card, a neon pink pitch deck titled "Flip the Script, Weaponize the Laugh." Sources claimed the firm's reel boasts Kardashian crisis recoveries and political campaigns that would rather remain nameless. Their motto reads, "If you can't delete the clip, make it dance for you." Inside, the newcomers unpacked ring lights, mood boards, and a wall-sized content calendar already blocked out with colour-coded phases. Tease, mock, back, monetize. Phase 1 reportedly drops a snark-laden Instagram reel featuring animated jam jars wearing tiny crowns belting a gospel hook, "Respect our recipe," while cartoon drones slap fair use stamps over South Park stills. Phase 2 involves a limited edition Jam Not Shame bundle set to launch within 24 hours of the episode. Phase 3 is the moonshot.
You never had a dream when you were a child to be something everyone else said was impossible? Like an astronaut, or prime minister, or masseur?
I wanted to be a princess.
Oh, well, you kind of fucked that up.
Prince Harry, though, has become the punchline of a Saturday Night Live joke. Let's have a look.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Down the call sheet, a public relations liaison from Hello magazine.
A live YouTube watch party where influencers rate satire versus real brand values, essentially turning Meghan into the commentator of her own roast. The price tag for this chaos alchemy allegedly starts at $750,000, plus 12% of any commerce spike. By sunset, Montecito's pristine lawns were dotted with ring light halos, and a new mantra echoed through the halls. Don't bury the joke, remix it till it pays rent. Netflix's alignment sync was booked as a half-hour touch base, but mushroomed into a 2-hour slog of red flag slides and awkward silences. The very first graphic showed a plunging red line under the header, Brand Volatility Index.
Lisa Rinna! So nice to see you again!
We've never met.
Oh, why do I feel like I know you?
Well, I've been on TV for 50 years, so maybe it's that.
Well, this is after we were informed that they were hiring this team of 11 and that they were going to try to almost have their own little royal court and craft things differently.
Numbers pulled from real-time sentiment trackers had never been kind to the Sussex brand, but now they looked like an elevator cable in freefall. Merchandising leads asked whether every jar of his product appearing in With Love, Meghan. Season 2 could be digitally relabeled as generic fruit spread until the satire storm passed. An agent suggested pushing the entire season to Q1 for audience breathing room, only to be reminded that ad inventory for the holiday quarter was already sold. The debate ricocheted between legal caution, no defamation here, but plenty of reputational drag, and finance's hard math. If viewers start laughing in scenes meant to inspire slow-living serenity, expect churn.
We are screwed.
Wait, what about your ketchup company?
That was a dumb idea.
Then what are we going to do? Can you get another show? I mean, not one that you act on, darling. I know people don't want to hire you for that anymore, but...
Well, HGTV did call my agents last week about us, but at the time I thought we were too good for them.
I don't think Meghan likes interviewing people. I think she'd prefer to talk about herself.
Countdown clocks rarely feel this loud. Paramount still hasn't released a single frame to the public. No teaser, no poster, not even a sly press note. But that silence hasn't stopped a leak-fed frenzy. Industry newsletters whisper that an internal test clip is making the rounds in confidential focus rooms, featuring an animated hospital corridor and a red-headed prince shouting, "More sparkle!" The description alone is being memed into infinity. Within 90 minutes, TikTok creators grafted the rumour onto old South Park stills, adding their own subtitles and pitching it as the clip Paramount won't show you. Inside Montecito, legal's latest notice of concern sits unsigned, after outside counsel warned that sending it would only validate the rumours and hand South Park fresh punchlines.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
The financial outlay involved in establishing a chain of Meg-ins would be astronomical. The wildly ambitious Ms. Markle has got everything to lose. And if she decides to become Celebrity Land's answer to the Hilton, lose everything, she probably will.
Comms drafted a softer note. We celebrate free speech but reject body shaming, then shelved it when sentiment software predicted another meme spike. Scops proposes a preemptive reel, jam jars wearing tiny crowns sliding into frame with the caption, "When they won't drop the trailer, drop the jam." Meghan hesitates. Test comments call the concept lukewarm. The decision is postponed. Platforms aren't waiting. One media buy dashboard has already flagged as ever ads for manual review, citing heightened controversy. Harry's anxiety goes tactile. Staff spot him gripping a foam stress ball shaped like a crown, squeezing until his knuckles whiten.
Dad, do you have any cash for a cab? Oh, look. Grandma's on the money. I never noticed that before.
I mean, they're basically the same thing, aren't they? But one lot had famous guests, whereas now no one likes her, so they have to have unfamous guests.
He floats the idea of a surprise Invictus update to drown the chatter. But publicists warn that piggybacking wounded veterans onto brand defence could misfire. Outside, Birdsong mingles with a distant hum of generators, crew prepping, just in case she chooses option A and goes live. If she doubles down on self-deprecating charm and lands the joke, she could emerge the comeback queen, proof a duchess can take a punch and still command a checkout cart. If she rallies virtue and ties jam to charity, cynics will jeer, but partners might applaud the pivot. And if she torches as ever for good, the next brand begins as a blank page. Yet history may record this week as the moment Meghan's royal aura dissolved into a Malibu sunset. For Harry, the stakes feel deeper than marketing arcs. Another global punchline cements the perception of a prince adrift, coaching a bump in endless takes, while the palace maintains granite poise. So now the spotlight swings to you. Do the mass firings prove Meghan is finally assembling a team that can fight satire with savvy? Or are they proof her brand is bleeding talent faster than any crisis guru can plug the wound? And if South Park's parody drops exactly as rumoured, will it persuade you to clap back with your wallet or close the tab forever? Drop your verdict below, pound that subscribe button, and stay tuned. The next leak is loading, and trust me, you won't believe what's coming next.